Welcome to Adapnation. I'm Laura.
I'm Dan.
I'm Chris.
In this episode, we dive into Fallout Season 2, Episode 1, breaking down the episode and discussing where the story picks up after the events of Season 1.
Spoiler warning. This episode contains spoilers for Fallout Season 2, Episode 1. If you haven't watched this episode yet, go do that and then come back.
So what did you think? Did it feel like a continuation?
Yeah, I think that it really jumped right back in where we left off, as back up. Left on a pretty big cliffhanger, so when it picked up, I felt like I was right back in it. I really want to go back and watch the first season and then jump back in.
Yeah, I did recently watch the first season, and it felt perfectly like a continuation of the first season. I don't feel like it felt like a hard stop and a hard start at all.
No, I didn't think that either.
Is there people out there that feel
There's
that
a
way?
lot of people online saying that it was like a full reboot,
That's surprising to me.
Yeah, we were
Right?
just jumping right back in.
like exactly where they were.
It felt natural to me.
Yeah,
For sure.
yeah, okay. What did you think of the environment?
I thought it felt good. It felt authentic. It did feel a little more Borderlands, I think, at times.
Yeah, we did discuss that. The particular scene where there's some cars on top of like a little hut thing really
Yeah.
was very
Where
Borderlands
you
to me.
picked up the fleece.
The flea soup.
Oh my
it
God, that
just
flea
looked
soup.
delicious.
I
Mm.
almost vomited. Watched it. Oh, don't you dare! Don't you dare! And then she drank a little bit.
A little sip.
Yeah. Yeah, the aesthetics for me were one of the selling points for this episode and the show in general. They hit hard, I think, and they hit right.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's fantastic.
So, one big thing that I think a lot of people have noticed, especially on Reddit, is Lucy is quite a bit different
Yeah.
season 2 compared to season 1, which I think a lot of it is probably a natural progression. You're in the wastelands, you're surviving,
Yep.
and you've got the ghoul with you. So there's that.
hmm I would say Lucy has noticeably changed. I feel like she's less optimistic, more resolved. You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
still moral but hardened.
I would agree with that. Definitely, she's had a shift in how her morals are being portrayed. But she seems harder, and I think season 1 reshaped her worldview.
Yeah, and then in a similar way, we're looking at the ghoul, who is he kind of changing too in a way where he's becoming more. I don't know how to say. Like, is he becoming more sensitive to the situation, or
Yeah.
or what is it that's going on with him that makes him different?
He seems to be a little more understanding of where she's coming from, not so get in shape or get the fuck out, but like understands she grew up in a vault. She has no idea what the real world actually looks like, what actually happens in real life.
I think even their relationship dynamic and kind of like pulling him back to that family that he had
A little bit of
before,
humanity.
just that those interactions with her are starting to kind of soften up a little.
Yeah, I've definitely noticed a change in him.
Still the best character.
Something else that I found kind of interesting is they're going to be expanding a bit on his history.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
That'd be interesting.
Right,
Yeah.
there was that scene where it was like a flashback with him and his daughter leaving in the car through what absolutely for sure was the beginning of Fallout 4.
Yeah.
I fangirled a
Yeah,
lot there.
It
Yep.
does very closely feel like the beginning of Fallout 4.
Right down to the guy from Vault Tech
Yeah.
getting out of his van.
Given the grin.
Yep,
the-
giving the grin.
The Vault Tech salesman thrilled me. Like, it just brought me right into the game.
And so a theory that I've been hearing about, because in the car he says, I'm taking you to Bakersfield, and Bakersfield is where Vault 12 was. Vault 12 is where you had your first ghouls. That's where they were experimenting on people with radiation. So we're wondering, did he come from Vault 12, or was he out in the world and mutated into a ghoul?
Yeah, I suppose we're gonna have to wait and see where they go with that.
Yep.
And it's just part of their world building that they've done such a great job.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good.
was.
I like at the beginning. So in season 1, I was like, oh, he's a really cool character. I really like the ghoul. And then season 2, episode 1, they put that in there with Vault 12, and oh my god, that's where ghouls started. And now I desperately want to know where he came from, how he got there, where the hell is his wife and daughter? Did they make it? Are they ghouls?
Are they still alive?
Yeah.
Did they all actually go to Vault 12?
Yeah.
Are they still there?
Well, I mean, they could have been cryogenically frozen. There's lots of in this world. There's a plethora of opportunity for them to play with those things, right?
Who else made giggly noises when you saw him healing himself with radiation?
Oh, I loved
Yeah,
it.
that was a great touch.
Wasn't that incredible?
They have successfully made him cool.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like, I don't think in any circumstance that character is not going to be appreciated. It doesn't matter what he did in his past. It doesn't matter what he does in the future. He's been solidified as the cool character in this show.
True. We have to talk about it. We are now in New Vegas. Close to.
Wow, you saw it on the horizon.
We're in the
again.
Mojave, but right first scene, we're in Novak.
Yeah, with Dinky the dinosaur.
And you've got the great cons.
Right.
And immediately I'm like, I'm playing New Vegas.
Yeah.
So I have the New Vegas feel, right?
It has
Which
the
I think
feel,
was
yeah,
intended.
Yeah. And I wonder if they started off with that. Because they're not going to be getting to New Vegas probably for another episode at least, I would think,
Yeah,
potentially.
yeah. I
Yeah.
give it episode probably.
Maybe episode 3.
solid Vegas,
Hopefully not 4, because there's only, 6 episodes?
probably.
So,
Gotta be 3.
Yeah.
Can we talk a little bit about like the fan service that's been offered though? Know what everybody's picked out around the scenes.
As far as Easter eggs go, I felt like, I mean, we're in episode 1.
Yeah.
You can't have like them cramming it down your
No, no,
throat, right?
no. And there's been so many, little things that I'm like, ooh, yeah, that's right from the game.
Yeah.
But if I hadn't played the game and I didn't notice that little Easter egg, I'm not missing anything.
I'm not saying anything's gonna hurt it. They do a great job in this, just like they did in dropping in those little pieces that
Yep.
make the big fans of the game have really played through it. Like
Appreciate those.
like
things.
fangirl or fanboy out.
I think
Yeah.
for me, it's more about the feeling I get when they enter that decrepit vault.
Yeah.
You
Mm.
know, and seeing the aesthetics of that when they show up at that little station with the flea soup.
Yes.
Just the aesthetics of all that and everything. It all brings it together to feeling like that world is complete.
Yeah.
And that's what it is for me, I think, for this episode. I
For
didn't
sure.
notice a whole lot of little Easter eggs, but everything as a whole. Can we talk about I mentioned the vault that they go into?
Vault 24.
Vault 24. Okay. I understand, in my understanding at least, the vault was meant to be some sort of a experiment.
Yep.
Where they would mind control, right?
So this Vault 24, because they're experimenting on the Great Khans, I do believe that should be a Robert House owned vault.
Okay.
Yeah, and they kind of make that connection with that flashback scene.
Yes. So Hank has come to this vault for a reason, which appears to be to take the hard drive out of the computer.
Yep.
Right. So what I'm trying to understand, and if you could help me with this, was the statements made by the controlled guy a warning to Lucy?
Yes, it was Hank leaving a message to his daughter, go home. Yep.
Now, the exploding heads is a malfunction,
Yes.
correct?
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
It's not intended.
Mm-mm.
Right. Okay.
No, they want to fix that because
Right.
they want to be able to continue to use that host,
well,
do
unless
whatever they
they
want.
can't, then you just
Yeah.
crank the power and you explode a
and
head.
then you explode their
So
head
it's
and
an
then move
intended
on.
feature. It's just malfunctioning.
I think it's
Right.
malfunctioning. Yeah,
Well, definitely on
Yeah.
some of them, because some of them just had it randomly.
that's true. Yeah,
like
that
the guys
first
at
guy.
the office.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, and the first guy
Well, and once he gets to Vaultec, they've all had
their
exploded
yeah.
heads. Yeah. Okay. One thing that's been talked a lot about online that I think we really need to talk about is the pacing of this episode.
It was a slow Oh, burn.
Stupid.
If I make his notes bigger.
I think that's part of my problem with this episode. This is what, and we'll talk about this in more depth, but this is what doesn't make this a 10 out of 10 episode for me. The pacing.
Okay.
Not so much the pacing, but just what was accomplished.
Yeah, okay.
You know, I think if we're, like, we'll rate it later, but it's been said that this is a 10 out of 10 episode, and I don't think it qualifies as that just because of how how little was actually done in this episode. Not a lot really happened for me.
Not really, no. They just walked a lot further.
Yeah.
Did we see any new people? I don't think there's any new characters.
Just the flea lady.
Just the flea lady, but I
Which
don't
was
think we're going
good.
to see her again.
I hope we do.
I mean, I hope we do.
I
I think she gets
honestly,
some treatment.
best actor in the show.
She was pretty good. She was pretty good. But considering how much they've put into this first episode, how many different directions you go in the episode, all the different characters, and they all seem to be split up. You're in the vault, you're out with Lucy, you're over here with Hank, going all over the place. Do you feel like you still have enough of each of those stories to interested in each of those
No.
stories? No?
This episode made it feel a little linear
Okay.
for me. Like they had a very specific goal that they're trying to, like, hey, get to dad. And so it felt a little bit linear, but I think that it's left open enough that they can work with it.
Were
Yeah.
things that I stopped caring about much in this episode were like son of Hank. I didn't care at this point. I'm like,
No.
do something with him or
I-
don't, and just move on from it.
I think I was more frustrated with that scene because I can't stand that robot.
Robot.
You don't like
That's it
Bud?
for you?
Bud, I think I liked Bud in the first season, but now I'm like, you're really bad at your job.
Yeah, you're over.
Like
He's
you're
not
just
good.
really
No.
inadequate
Yeah.
with the
Although-
amount of like robots and different styles of robots in this game and in this universe.
Yeah.
They picked a little thing that can barely do anything and they put it on wheels with an uneven floor. And
Yeah, he can't even go down those stairs.
he
Did
can't
you-
go downstairs.
Did you not love the title though? I was watching it with the subtitle.
Oh, I didn't
and it
notice.
has brain on a Roomba. That's
That is
part
wonderful.
of the subtitle which was gold for me.
Yeah.
And
Well-
it makes me want to just, when I watch season 1 again, I am going to put the subtitles on and really just watch people.
I'm
Yeah.
not gonna lie to you. I think you turned me around on the robot.
Welcome. 'Cause he's brain on a Roomba.
Yeah.
Brain on a
Thank
Roomba.
you
There
for
you
that.
go.
You opened my eyes.
Yeah.
The whole scene kind of was a conflict for me, whether son of Hank is spoiling away on the ground because it's the only place that the robot can't get to because there's a set of stairs. And then at the end, he just walks by him.
I feel like they've set up her little brother to be one of those characters that you kind of feel sorry for, and you're like, "Ooh,
Yeah,
protect him." But I don't
At
actually
the same
care.
time, I feel like the ending of his little arc in this, they've really kind of like had a redeeming moment for him.
Yeah.
And I feel like they're gonna want to take him somewhere that I hope is a good storyline for
Yeah.
him.
And it looks like they do if you watch the trailer for the whole season.
But then
See him later on.
leave him out of this episode then.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Put Maximus in.
And same as that random snippet of what's his name with the baby.
Oh yeah,
I'm like,
no.
Yeah,
Hey.
Chet. Poor
Chet.
Chet. The glare, that old fucking one-eyed Steph
That is quite the glare.
Mm-hmm.
peeling her apple with.
She's scary.
That wasn't an apple at all.
That was an
an
orange.
Well,
That she
ripped it in
destroyed
half.
it. Yeah.
That's not a normal way to open
Yeah.
an orange.
The
She's
wrong
crazy.
way. She didn't even cut it with.
She
Nope.
manhandled that, and that's why
yeah, she did.
that's why Chet's in trouble.
Yeah, he needs to get out of there. He should have left with Lucy.
I think Chet's gonna kill her. I
You think so?
think so.
I don't think Chet's got it in him.
She might kill
Yes.
him. I could see that. I
Chet's
can't
gonna
see
kill her.
Chet killing anyone.
You
I think
think
Chet's
Chet's
gonna
gonna
kill
go
Steph.
overboard?
I think Chet runs from spiders.
Chet's gonna. Well, spiders are terrifying.
Well, yeah, exactly.
If you give away your family name for a child that you're clearly not happy with taking care of, and it's not your own. You are not doing anything to anybody ever.
Let's talk about, people that just reach that breaking point. The Mr. Nice Guys or nice gals that hit that point where break. No.
They become one-eyed
No, they become
Stacy or whatever.
murderers.
F.
F is already a dictator.
Well, she's a dick,
Or a-
alright.
Sure was right off the hop.
Or
Oh,
a-
even in the first,
Yeah.
she was a psychopath,
Oh yeah, for
which
sure.
makes a great leader.
So what happens if in episode 2, all of those moments that happened that you were saying didn't really need to happen, we could have done without, were actually integral to what happens to that character?
I'm sure that they will be, but I feel like you could have planted it in season 2 in a better way, in a longer way, that didn't feel so boring.
Like
and
a
then,
whole
like-
episode on
Eh.
Hank Jr.
I don't know that I felt
You
bored.
could have increased the pace on the Hank Jr. for sure.
Yeah.
Like it
Oh,
didn't have
okay,
to be
yeah.
like keep
Like it-
randomly flashing back over and over again.
Like
him
it could have been a
I'm just
solid
drinking
scene.
water and the fucking robot's bothering me. Or now I'm laying on the floor and the robot's
Yeah,
bothering
Roomba
me and I'm
brain.
thinking about going into the pod. And now I'm finally getting my ass up and kicking the stupid needle and doing something that I could have done the entire fucking time. It's not that deliberate when he could have just got up in the first scene of him being there, kicked the robot and unfroze everybody.
I think that they were trying to have a turning moment for him,
Yeah.
and it takes a long time to starve. So I think they were just going for that, you know.
So then
It takes a
plant that-
long
so
time
then-
to starve.
I do think that you would feel differently if the bulk of this episode was a little more explosive. You know, was a little more heavy on the action, and then it wouldn't have been so off-putting and noticeable.
That's
Hmm.
that's a good point. Yeah.
So there is the whole controversy over whether Rob was in this episode at certain points or not.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Why don't you take that away?
Was it
Because
Rob?
that was
Was
a
it Arthur?
titillating comment that you
Was it a body double? I'm sorry, but this is driving me nuts. I really need to
clearly
know.
it is, and that's why I handed
I
it
need
over
to
you.
know. Which one is Robert House? Is the other one a body double? Is the other one Arthur House? That would be absolutely insane.
I don't see
Did at
that.
some point Robert and Bob or Arthur and
Robert and
Who's
Bob.
Bob?
Arthur and Rob worked together at some point and then had some sort of falling
What's the
out?
history there? Let us know.
The history goes back to when they were children and they absolutely hated each other. And then their father started H&H Tools. And when he died, he left it to his sons. And Arthur pushed his brother out, who is Robert, who is the illegitimate son, pushed
Mm.
him out legally, took over H&H Tools, and then Robert was like, well, fuck you, I'm going to succeed no matter what, made Robco, which is all the robots,
Is very
and then acquired the New Vegas strip and all of New Vegas, and now runs basically the entire world,
pretty much everything.
is the richest man in the
So what
world, is
I'm
the most powerful
gathering
man
here,
in the
what
world.
I've learned here, moral of the story: don't ever work with family.
No.
Is
Oh, that's
the
fair.
moral.
But like they
that story.
absolutely cannot stand each other. Like there was wars between them.
So between robots and construction tools?
Yeah, it was a kick-ass war.
Yeah, I actually would like to see that.
That would actually be really cool. They should make like a little cartoon strip of that.
And it's led by Roomba Brain.
Robo
yeah.
Brain,
Right on a-
Yeah.
Buds
Yep.
Buds.
We've touched on a lot of storylines.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's a whole bunch that are going to coalesce at some point.
Mhm.
This coming episodes. Which ones are we most interested? I mean, but let's put aside, obviously,
The main story.
Okay. Which side story are you most
yeah, which
interested
side
in?
story.
Mostly,
Ah.
I want to see going to every point on the map, picking up everything you see.
Yeah.
To the
Uh-huh.
point where you can't walk,
Okay.
and then dropping a few things to see
Yeah.
if you can walk,
Okay.
and then very slowly walking back to your base where you can drop everything off.
Okay. Yep. I want to see them put a minigun in a toolbox. That's what I want to.
I want to see them fast travel.
Yeah.
Minigun in a toolbox. These aren't storylines, guys. You're just
Okay.
talking about
Okay.
random.
Right. Things
Those
from the game you
toolboxes,
want to see.
They need to sell those toolboxes.
Yeah, for
It's-
sure.
You can fit
With the fucking
so much
Hermione
in those
toolbox.
toolboxes.
It's perfect,
A Hermione tool.
right?
It's like a
Um,
bag of
Dirty
holdings.
cut.
Side stories I want to see. I think I want to see more of where Hank ends up, and I want to hear more about his relationship with House.
Yeah, personally, I wanted to see if they could just sneak in as much of the Son of Hank stuff as they could. Maybe
Yeah?
him and Chet have a big adventure,
Oh, I hope so.
They already had one. It was in season 1.
a bigger adventure. I
Oh,
want to see more of Chet and Son of Hank.
they might actually. Do you remember there was one little clip in the trailer for the entire season where it shows a bunch of vault dwellers, fresh, clean outfit,
Oh yeah, you're right.
outside
and
of
then
a
they're
vault.
adventuring.
and they're adventuring out. I
Um,
wonder if that's Lucy's
this might
vault.
be the Chet and Son of Hank show.
Could be. Could
And
be.
How are we not talking about the Brotherhood?
They weren't even in this
Yeah, you
episode.
didn't really
I
see the
know,
Brotherhood.
but I said, yeah. Which storylines are you most interested?
Oh, I
I-
would like to see where the Brotherhood goes.
You can't take mine now. Too late. I brought it up because that's
Oh,
what
they're
I'm
cutting-
interested
she's
in. I
cutting
want to
your
see
part
Because
more.
you want to see where
So
the Brotherhood
of
goes.
Steel was honestly one of my favorite things to join up a part of when I played the game.
I did really like Maximus though. Maximus's character was awesome. I loved him.
So my question to you would be, did it leave you wanting more?
Well, Dan. Yeah. That's it. That's it. Yeah. Yeah. No, I want more. I want more. I want more of everyone. As always, thanks for listening. If you enjoyed this episode, consider following the podcast so you don't miss future discussions as new episodes air.